Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of 10 Minute Marvel. And today we enter the spooky season. We have Marvel zombies to talk about. So for once, Greg's energy level will match the level of the zombies.
It's brains.
Yes, plus news and rumors, of course. I'm Petter, and my zombie co-host.
Here and dead asleep as always, everybody. It's Greg. Thank you for coming back. I'm gonna try and stay awake. It's been a long day for me. But hey, if you're looking for ways to support us, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10 Minute Marvel there. Give us a like and thumb smash that subscribe button. Find and follow us on Facebook or that thing with an X, hashtag 10Min Marvel. And of course, leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. Petter,
Yes.
are you dead to me? Are you dead to me today? We're
No.
just gonna keep this thing going, this theme.
We're going to keep this bit
This
going.
bit. Yeah. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna get worse.
Yep. All right.
Rumors, news. What are we doing?
Rumors first, of course.
Love it.
And this one might actually lead into a topic for next week. We can decide as we go here. But first rumor from the Cosmic Circus. Marvel is looking to reset between 20 to 25% of the MCU. When it does reset, it will erase some minor events that bothered Kevin Feige and resurrect certain heroes and villains.
That was a
But
25%? Is that what you said?
yeah, 20 to 25% is what the rumor says. Obviously, I think that's ballparking.
It's ballparking in a ballpark. I don't,
Yeah.
that's hard to really frame up, isn't it? I guess, but
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you were to say, yeah, they're going to bring back Steve and Tony, so that's 25% of the original Avengers group or stuff like that. Maybe you could ballpark elements of it that way, but it is a ballpark within a ballpark.
yeah, I was gonna look up how many characters, and you said this is like all Marvel characters?
In the MCU,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how many characters are in Marvel? Yeah, I'm just going for the 25% here.
Mhm.
So we can really maybe break this down for the people because it's super necessary. I just wanted an answer, Google. Just give me a number. It's not giving me a number.
So 63 characters at once in Endgame, but yeah. Um,
I'm glad I got you for this because you're a numbers man. I'm not.
yeah, come on. You could
However,
give
I
me
started this,
an estimate. It is
right?
really trying hard not to give me an estimate.
Over
That's
30 active superheroes in the MCU as of mid 2025.
yes.
So superheroes. Okay.
Hoping maybe, yeah, absolutely nothing useful
Okay.
on that.
That was a
But
dead end. Okay.
right. But if we're looking at 63 characters in Endgame, I mean, four times that amount. So really, you're looking at if it was just bringing back characters, you're probably looking at that, I don't know, 25 characters.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they're the more known characters. We're not worrying
Right.
about, well, maybe they
Right.
would.
So,
I bet you Marie Hill comes back. I bet you
mhm,
that for sure.
yeah.
But
So if we're just looking at main characters like main heroes and villains, maybe 120, let's say.
did you count Gaia? Did you?
I counted her six times, once for each of the powers we've seen created.
Yeah, five times each for a limb. Okay,
Mhm.
and a
So
torso.
if you're looking at 20% of 120, that's 24.
All
Now,
right.
obviously, that's
Counting X-Men?
no,
No.
not counting X-Men. So just MCU heroes and villains. That's just kind of my rough estimate
Yeah, it's
based
late.
off of, yeah. I do think, obviously, that 20%, that's not just bringing back characters. And I think that's where the potential topic for next week is what storylines could just be retconned out completely. So not
Mm,
like we're just going
that's
to
a
let
fun
it
one.
drop. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's going to be our topic for next week. Look forward to that.
All right. You'll make me
Uh
work.
yes. Then a few different Vision Quest things. I'm going to pull in one piece from the news into this rumor section as well, just to keep all the Vision stuff together. First, news wise, Paul Bettany says that the Vision show is going to be about intergenerational trauma. You know, those happy things, just like WandaVision was happy, and just like Agatha all along was super happy.
Intergenerational.
Trauma.
Uh,
This makes me really think we're going to get Viv and or Vin Vision.
right. We're just talking about synthezoids here. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of drama are they supposed to have? Well, obviously, it's got to have drama in the story, but I mean,
Trauma. That's what I
or
said, not drama.
trauma. Well,
Yes.
drama and trauma. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I wanted drama. I always want drama. I'm creating drama right now. Um, okay.
Yeah, I wonder if it could be a little bit too with the different versions, generations of Tony Stark's AI, because we know we're getting Vision, um, Edith, Friday, Ultron, and just how maybe there are elements or things that are passed between them and how they have to be able to handle and interact with each other, being synthezoids and
I suppose.
yeah.
I mean, each one had their own kind of
Per-
trauma, right?
hmm
As an AI. So interesting.
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
sure how that works exactly, but I'm curious to see what they do. This like I'm very excited for this show when it comes out.
Yeah, me too.
The other two here for Vision show. First one from Daniel RPK that Vision Quest is going to have Madripoor play a fairly substantial role in it.
Interesting.
Mhm. I wonder if that's where people have gotten their hands on some of these AIs, or maybe where Vision is going to get bodies, for lack of a better term,
Mm.
for these AIs. Like if Vision is trying to create a community. Also,
I
that's a
mean,
great spot for Ultron to hide out.
how shady is that whole entire place, right? So the
It's
amount
as shady
of
as it gets.
yeah, so the amount of like underground dark web tech that probably circles around that place and
Yep, that Sharon Carter's
some
bringing in.
yeah, yep, art and Ultron.
Yep.
Her fault.
hmm Then the final one for the Vision show is from Cosmic Circus that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to connect into the MCU via the Vision show. Can you tell that I'm a little bit incredulous and not sure I believe it?
Yeah, a little bit I can tell just by your voice kind of being like this. I don't know. I enjoyed Agents of Shield. So, do I want it mixed in? Why not?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Maybe not.
remember some
I don't
of
know.
the
I go back
I'm
and forth.
thinking more like early Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. Like it was Extremis, kind of, right? That kicked it off, like an offshoot of Extremis,
Um, I
with
don't
how people are
know.
getting powers.
I just remember like the monolith. Like well, yeah, because Daisy got her powers. I don't know. That's a long time ago.
hmm
Maybe I'll jump back into Agents of Shield now that I'm almost done with Lost. Yes, I'm rewatching Lost.
I
I
was
don't know
going to say,
why.
watching those new shows coming out, Lost and Fringe.
I couldn't. Fringe, you can watch Fringe anytime, and it's always good. There's never a bad time to watch Fringe. Lost, I just couldn't remember what happened, and I just needed to watch it again. And
I
yeah,
would say fair, but sure, I guess.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's got its downsides.
yeah. So then this one popped up today that
Although
early re
Coulson, sorry,
yeah,
Coulson, he should definitely get back in the MCU. So that is a mistake that they can correct in the 25%. There we go.
sure.
And actually, the scientists, I can't remember their names.
Fitz and
Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah, I like those guys too.
hmm
Yep. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Next.
Early reactions to Wonder Man have been like very positive.
Really?
Yeah,
When is that coming out? I've lost track. That's December?
December. Yep. So I'm assuming dropped all at once. That's just my guess, or maybe a daily drop, like we got
Yeah.
with What If. Which honestly, I'm kind of like. I know, like New Rock Stars and Screen Crush don't like it because they're like, we want to take time off. You know what? take time off. There's not enough time in there for you to get a breakdown video out anyways. Just do the whole show at once. Personally, as a fan, I like it because it means that if I'm home and have time off around the holidays, want something to just decompress with in the evening, it's great to have a Marvel show.
Hmm. Agreed. I can't I can't pace myself though on those things. I just go to the next one all the time, and I like to stretch it out over days off that I have
Mm-hmm.
in the holiday period. But so I appreciate it, Marvel pacing it for me because I'm not disciplined enough.
Fair.
So there's that.
Yes. Then let's see. We have from Daniel RPK that the next saga, next phase of the MCU, obviously X-Men, but Sinister and Apocalypse.
Mm.
What do you think about?
Yeah, what were we thinking? I thought it was gonna be. Oh, we talked about casting for Apocalypse, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Did we? I mean, I
yeah,
think it's popped up in the rumors.
because Henry Cavill was, I think, my thought, and then we also talked about, what's the dude's name? Baby Driver. He's also in the new Star Wars.
Ryan,
Gosling. There we go.
yes. And
Being
Dwayne The Rock
Sinister.
Johnson has been rumored.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Although maybe his new wrestling movie changes my mind. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I think the two kind of obvious choices, but good choices.
Hmm.
Could they have gone and done like more of a deeper dive or deeper cut? Yeah, but
Well,
just not the gravity that
mhm,
those things can bring, those two characters.
mhm.
So,
I do think there's a chance, especially with Mr. Sinister, they kind of go deeper dive for it.
do you think they'll do multiple or just keep it on the one?
I
Just the
think
one.
they'll do both because Mr. Sinister is generally like kind of like Mr. Sinister
I
can kind of,
mean the sinister that like there's more than
oh
one.
yeah, not the four.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think they'll do the four. I'd love if they,
It gets messy. I think I would
yeah.
like it maybe in a
I
way,
think
but it's too
after
hard.
the apocalypse event ends everything in the next saga, whatever, or phase, I should say, the next phase, if Sinister kind of loses big, yeah, have him clone himself and have him be a recurring villain for the X-Men.
Hmm.
If they want to do an X-Men show, say they do an X-Force show or something like that, that's a great spot to have all four different Sinisters continue to play out as villains.
You got to make sure you pick the right actor for that too. Like it's
Mhm. Well, actors,
oh, well,
because one
the
is female, one
oh,
Sinister.
that's okay, true. Um,
So,
Even cooler. Yeah. Forgot about
mhm,
that. Okay.
yeah. How about this one from My Time to Shine? Hello, Sam
Hello.
Raimi in talks for a new Marvel project beyond Doctor Strange.
Beyond Doctor Strange. Is this the um
I mean, this
Strange
is,
Academy? Like,
I
or
don't,
are we gonna go with something
I think he'd probably stick with movies, really. So
probably
I think this is would be something that is completely different. Could he do a Midnight Suns? Like, that's probably a good spot for him.
uh yeah,
Like, just pull back a little bit on that Sam Raimi
the
ness.
Raiminess. Yeah.
Yep. Just a just like a eighth of a turn. Because you can go really weird when you have monsters and stuff like that. Basically
Yeah.
just don't have the music note fight and you're set.
Perfect. Read my mind.
All right, then a few different Spider-Man things, a couple from the news and one from the rumors. We'll start with the rumor here. A couple from the rumors, I guess. First off, that multiple heroes are going to have cameos in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is. And this comes from the Cosmic Circus, and the implication being that this is beyond the multiple cameos of heroes that we already know about. So, Punisher and Hulk, who else could
Oh
show
my
up in there?
God. More?
Now, cameos just means like he interacts with them. To me, Daredevil on the street level
Oh, you think
makes,
they'd pull that off? I mean, this is still, well, Sony and Marvel, right? But
Yeah.
so Daredevil for sure.
hmm Trying to think who else is kind of that street level or New York level character. I mean,
Punisher.
he's already in there.
Oh yeah, they already announced him.
Um,
Um,
Jessica Jones, because this is
yeah,
going to come out after season two of Born Again, and she's in season two, so she'll be established.
Gianni Storm.
Maybe Kamala Khan, Miss
Sure.
Marvel.
I mean, you got
I'm
Daredevil across that. I mean,
mhm.
sure.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
trying to think like who are kind of the ground level characters in New York.
yeah, Luke Cage.
Yeah, but we haven't heard that he's been cast in anything yet, so
We haven't heard he's not been cast in anything though. I'm
that's
just saying.
true. In that case, everybody has and hasn't been cast in everything,
Yep.
much like Schrodinger's cat.
Uh,
Did the Thunderbolts slash New Avengers, were they in New York, correct? At the
well, they
end
were in
there?
the Baxter building. Um,
Not the Baxter building, the Watchtower.
well, the Watchtower. What is
Yeah,
now the Watchtower?
yep.
Um,
So, and had been Avengers Tower.
right.
So that was New York. So Yelena, Johnny Mayonnaise, Ghost, Red Guardian. I I want to see an interaction between Spider-Man and Red Guardian.
Ooh, I'm kind of interested in seeing some more Johnny Mayonnaise, honestly.
Mhm.
Uh,
John Walker is so good.
yeah, Ghost. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the new Avengers kind of jump in there a little bit. That would be kind of fun.
hmm
I think fans would go pretty crazy though for Johnny Storm. I think that would
Yes.
be a huge
It's
thing.
yeah, that feels like I guess it depends on how they slot it timeline wise with the Thunderbolts, but that feels like a great end of movie thing.
Mm, yeah,
Just like the ship has landed that came through at the end of Thunderbolts, and before post credit, anything like that, Spider Man whips over there. We go past the Thunderbolts, or we go past Sam Wilson's Avengers team, and we see Johnny fly out of there, fly out of the spaceship or something
yeah.
like that.
Leave it four. That'd be a little bit on the nose. I don't know, Bucky. I think Bucky would end up showing up.
I
Like,
mean, again, new Avengers, sure.
is he? Oh, he's technically, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I
Yep.
forget.
Yeah. So obviously, those are some that we've thought of that are around that New York area. Plenty more could come to New York, especially if the Hulk is being a pain in everybody's
Yeah.
rear ends.
White Tiger. Would they do such a thing?
Actually, yeah,
I
White
mean,
Tiger could make a fair amount of sense.
like the new, right? Obviously
Yes.
the
Yeah. So let's talk about the other Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is. Rumor. And this one actually ties into Avengers Doomsday as well from the Cosmic Circus that Hulk is going to be scarier than ever before in those two films.
what?
What sets him
How?
off? Yep.
Right? That's
That's
like
that's my concern is we kind of get Hulk whiplash in some ways. He bounces back and forth a lot between different personalities.
right. Yeah. So to change him again. Oof. I mean, the obvious one is like something happens with Scar.
Yes.
Scar. Yeah.
Yep. But even that
Or
doesn't feel good.
yeah. I mean, Betty? No, she's not even like a part of that. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. It's that's a really you gotta nail it too. You gotta make it super believable. So we don't feel anything is happening. Like if it was the whole thing with Scar, I'd be like, well, that's an obvious thing. But I don't know anything about Scar. I mean, I'm not saying I know anything about him, but like I don't know. I haven't seen anything with their relationship, so I don't have anything invested in those two.
Yes.
So that doesn't seem like the choice that they would go with. So it's got to be something that absolutely just what pisses a Hulk off at this point.
I
He
don't
can't go
know.
back to Bruce. He can't go back to Smart Hulk. Like he can't revert, and so
Yeah.
he's forever in that state. So I don't know.
Maybe, but I mean, like they kind of teased it, and then that could happen in Ragnarok, but we've gone so far past that. It feels like that's just like, yeah, don't know. How about the two pieces of news First off, from Deadline, Marvin Jones the third has reportedly been cast as Tombstone in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is. He voiced Tombstone in Into the Spider-Verse.
What else do I know him from? Marvin Jones.
The
I'm looking it
third.
up. The third.
Yes, because if you look up Marvin Jones, you will
Oh, he's a.
probably end up with a football player.
Nope, I did not. A rapper.
Mm-hmm. Who was in Black Lightning.
That's where I probably remember him from. I did watch a little bit of that show. That's what it was.
He definitely has a villainous look. How about that?
Yes. I'm kind of excited for that role, for that. That's a pretty good pick.
Mm-hmm. Seems solid to me. Then the other one, this one is more just kind of informed because we didn't. It happened actually, I think, while we were recording last week that this news came out. But Tom Holland got concussed. And I think there was a slight injury to a stuntman as well while filming Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Oh yes, it is. Filming was paused for a couple days. I think they continued filming while Tom Holland was recuperating, and I believe he's back on set now.
Is that I heard they were not gonna film and like the whole crew was kind of just told to pause. That's what I heard. I
Yeah,
don't know if
I'm
that
not
actually happened or not, but
sure. I thought I saw images that looked like they had filmed while he wasn't there, and they're certainly like they certainly would have paused to review safety stuff to figure out what can we film, sort of things. Like
yeah,
what can we use a stunt double for, all
right.
that sort of stuff.
What scene like I'm sure there was some no actors down in the scene, but I don't know, I'm trying to think
Kind
of
of B roll.
set
Yeah.
shots.
Yep.
So and because it's millions of dollars every day that you don't do something
Yes.
right. So I don't know how much Sony is for throwing money like that away at this point. So I would imagine they've got to do something.
Yep. And I mean, it sounds like I'm pretty sure we have confirmation that Tom Holland's back and they're filming again. Then this one was thank you to a listener who brought this up on the YouTube comments for last week's podcast, but
Oh,
I had seen it and glossed over it, forgot to share it, which is how I try and remember news and rumors to talk about.
the one person that listens to us, you forgot to mention them.
No, no.
Oh,
This news story that had come up, or rumor that had come up from the Cosmic Circus, that Magneto will have his royal family, I believe, on Genosha, per the rumor. So Polaris, Quicksilver, and Wanda, and they will be kind of leading Genosha in the X-Men universe. So that's going to be part of the world that we see in Avengers Doomsday.
ooh, I'm excited that we got some Genosha action in there. That's cool.
Mhm. I mean, I think this would be very different from like the Genosha action that we got in X-Men 97, but yeah, it's still cool to have that there.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm excited just that the what they do between Wanda, Quicksilver, and then Polaris. Interesting. I wonder if there's some
Mhm.
rivalry happening.
Yeah, potentially, or it could be they're all kind of on the same page. Get, I kind of think they'll be more on the same page than anything, just because how large a part of this going to be of the film.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking like Game of Thrones.
Yes.
You know, just
But that then kind of transitions into the last piece of news to make the list. More X-Men stuff, but this time X-Men 97. Ross Marquand, he voices Charles Xavier, has said that X-Men 97 season 2 is going to be even darker than season 1.
wow.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get my tissue box, I
Mm-hmm.
think. Have it with me.
They're going to just bring back Gambit for every episode and kill him off again.
It's a weird Groundhog Day kind of thing for Gambit. That's just awful. God,
It's like
beat a dead
super
horse.
serious, except for the one episode where he shows up wearing a orange parka with the hood up.
What?
South Park, Kenny.
Oh, there we go. I'm like, where this what? Now it all makes sense. Got it.
Yes. So that's it for the news and rumors. Greg, you ready to lean into that inner zombie that you have going on right now from being so tired and talk about
Yeah.
Marvel zombies?
let's talk about some zombie action. Um,
Yeah, and let's, as always, start out non-spoiler thoughts here. So, do you want to start with them or shall I?
um, Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
All right. So I did my kind of review video on YouTube, and my thoughts haven't changed much since I do my reviews immediately upon watching, just to have it kind of fresh in my mind and give you kind of my unfiltered thoughts there. But I enjoy the show a lot. I was just wishing that more consistently it had been turned up to 11. I felt like that we got that trailer with Baby Metal and Poppy, like that first trailer, and that was just so rock star and like big superhero zombie fighting action and zombie superheroes. I felt like it lived up to most of that. It just could have been turned up a little bit more, and some of that might just be there were a few times pacing got a touch slow, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a very fun show, and I think there's going to be a lot of people who very much dig it.
Mm, yeah. Um, my non-spoiler thoughts, I would say it surpassed my expectations of
Mm-hmm.
what I knew it was going to be probably pretty good, but this was yeah, a different level of good for me that I was super happy about. I thought I didn't really have a problem with the pacing. I thought there was a lot of action, like and some jump scares and unexpected,
Mm-hmm.
like some of the choices that they made for the action scenes, I think was really good. It was funny. Uh, I really
I,
liked how they introduced different characters and especially keeping with kind of a timeline
mm-hmm.
consistency. So overall, I had a lot of fun with it. I Some people were not a fan of the end. I I'm
Oddly enough,
okay with it.
not an issue for me. I want season two because of the end,
Correct. That's what I was
but
gonna
I
say.
thought it was a really good end.
Yeah, when I now that I know that they're talking about a season two, I was like, okay, I'm okay with this. This is really good. If obviously if they wouldn't have, I don't think they would have ended it if there wasn't a season two. They wouldn't have ended it that way. But
No, I think
um,
that is a
think that
fairly zombie movie ending, I
think
will
so.
say. Yes,
It's not like it's really zero resolve in it. It's a lot.
that is fair, quite zombie movie ending.
Think so? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh, Maybe I haven't seen enough. I do. I I couldn't do Walking Dead,
yeah,
but
and yeah.
not because it was bad. I just too. When I watch my shows at night, I can't be thinking about zombies. It's the last thing I go to bed and think about. So, um, yeah. Overall, I thought it was great. I'm really excited for another season or 4 episodes or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah, so I'm debating if I ask this question right now or yeah, let's ask it right now. Out of the three animated shows this year, where does this one fall for you?
All right, for the listeners, let's do the three animated shows.
Yep. Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Okay.
That's not right. Glad you just agreed. No, it's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Well, I knew which one you're talking about.
Yes. Eyes of Wakanda and Marvel Zombies.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you, the three spot is gonna be Eyes of Wakanda.
Same.
Kind of an obvious one, and it was fine. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh God, I that's a tough one. My gut reaction first was number two is Marvel Zombies. Number one is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So, but I would have to maybe rewatch again Marvel Zombies just to kind of just to solidify that. So, because man, it was a lot, I thought it was a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
really did.
Now, obviously, you can listen to our past couple episodes to see where I ranked Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which I have high. I love that show. So Marvel Zombies would be my easy number two. Um, I think it is better than Eyes of Wakanda, but I don't think it comes that close to Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in terms of storytelling and like character development. And in all fairness, it shouldn't come that close because it's a zombie thing, and I want to see superhero zombies fighting superheroes. So
I just looked Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is number 36 in my overall list.
Hmm.
So pretty close to middle,
A
sort
little bit
of.
below. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, all right. So, um,
Let's move into spoilers. We will rank
yeah, good point.
all 9 projects for the MCU at the end of the year, and so we'll have had more. Well, we'll rank 8 of the 9 projects, possibly all 9 if we wait until the start of next year to do it with
Yeah.
Wonder Man. So um, we'll have time to sort out our thoughts then. Obviously, right now Marvel Zombies is very new, so recency bias slash maybe if it didn't 100% live up to exact expectations bias that will get leveled out as time goes on. But let's move into spoilers. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. You have been warned. Spoilers.
Whoop, 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 whoop. That was my spoiler alarm today.
All right. So, do we want to? I don't really feel the need to just go uh, episode by episode, break down the whole plot.
Yeah. I I was gonna, like I was saying before, I wanted to rewatch it because I did not take any notes the first time around, but and I sometimes like to do that just to have certain things I want to talk about. But I did get a couple questions down. So
Yes.
if we could kind of maybe just, you want to cover those, or do you want
Yeah.
to?
Let's kick
Okay.
off there.
We were talking about Agents of Shield earlier, and
Hmm.
I think it was Eric Voss that had said that in the Quinjet that landed, and where Riri and Kamala and Kate
Kate.
Bishop, right? They went inside the Quinjet, and there was that one guy strapped in that had the transmitter in his stomach. It was kind of funny. I was like, they had said maybe it was Fitz from Agents of Shield because it kind of looked
Hmm.
it was kind of a long shot, honestly. But
Yeah.
I was like, anybody else you thought that maybe that could have been? I mean, Agent Ross was the other one that he had mentioned in that video, but I was thinking, who is this guy? Are we going to find more out about where that came from? Maybe next season, or is it just going to
Maybe
be something they just don't
it
bother?
it
And
feels
I'm
like
okay either way.
yeah, it feels I mean, it felt like the red herring MacGuffin kind of thing to move the plot along. I don't think we're gonna spend a ton of time on it, which yeah, it's like I'm okay with because it's a zombie flick,
I
first and
almost like, though,
foremost.
if they were to do Fitz, wait, was it Fitz or Simmons? I don't remember which is which. I think Fitz is the guy. It would be kind of a nice way just to tip the toes into the Agents of the Shield and kind of bring it into the MCU a little bit. So I'm not really opposed to having it be that character. I think it would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because why not at that
Yes,
point?
it's exactly a sure, why not?
Yeah. I guess I have two big questions. They chose Ms. Marvel as the center point of this.
Yes.
I'm just kind of curious as to maybe why. Not that it was a bad choice. No, I mean, it
Hmm.
was just interesting how they made her the center. And I know you're happy about that.
Yes.
And I don't find anything wrong with it. It's just I didn't expect Miss Marvel to be the, the thing that ties it, I guess, or that zombie Wanda was looking for.
Yeah, I do think it is interesting, and I'm assuming there might be a second follow-up question is like, why did Zombie Wanda care so much about Kamala?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing that I feel like really needs to get paid off in season 2
Hmm.
is why Kamala. For a story like this, I think that she's a fun character to have be the person who kind of has the MacGuffin, has the item that you think you need because she's a positive character. I think there've been a lot of other characters who would be a downer or very practical, if pragmatic, I guess,
Mm,
if they had been the ones with it. Whereas you kind of need a character who is constantly exuding hope through something like this, and
sure.
Kamala is great for that.
Sure. That makes sense.
That was
Um,
come up in the moment
I'm
while recording this, so I'm glad it
just
made
thinking,
sense.
like, her band. I'm wondering, so if
The
there's
Nor
ties to the
dimension.
Nor dimension, right? So is it Wanda is trying to go back to reverse time, or to go back and change time so that she can prevent this from happening? Is that maybe what's happening?
I mean, that could be an interesting option.
I don't know. I It's a tough one, and obviously it's kind of the big overall question.
Hmm.
That's where it ended off. So we just jumped
Well,
right there to that episode. But
yeah, but it's also like Kamala does kind of give in to the Scarlet Witch in the end, and zombie Scarlet Witch doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't time travel, it seems. She just warps what Kamala sees.
right, yeah. So she's changing Kamala's reality, is what it seems like, in a way,
Yes.
or at least almost putting her under a spell. So
Yes. Yeah, it's
I don't
not like
know.
she's using infinity powers to rewrite away the zombies or anything like that. So she's not actually changing it. She's just warping it.
Do you think Wanda's really trying to do something beneficial here for humanity? Or because I'm kind of going back and forth on it a little bit. Like she
Hmm.
was very convincing. I liked how her character was showing like genuine feeling towards like Kamala saying, you know, just trust me to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe this is something that Kamala should do. But it's kind of switched at the end where you looked like it was kind of like a sinister look that Wanda had given. So I was like, oh, maybe not now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I always assumed not that even in like just the level of power of the Scarlet Witch allows her to stay more in control as a zombie. And like this is an opportunity for her to kind of wipe out the world or something like that. So I'm wondering if it could be like, okay, the bangle just means that Kamala can't be infected, like basically everybody else can, but Kamala can't be because of something protecting her, aka the Bengal. And so Scarlet Witch needs to touch Kamala to kind of get into her head to allow her to set up her world empire, zombie empire, with her as the Queen of the Dead.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a good ending. I'll just say that. It was well done. We're not gonna have any answers on that for a while. So
No, if
I don't
ever.
have any other speculation on it. I was just really curious to know your thoughts on whether you thought that she was actually trying to do something to undo the zombie apocalypse, or if she was really just trying to make herself the queen of the damned, right? And just
Yeah.
overall power.
I think
And
she's trying to make herself Queen of the Dead.
so why didn't Kamala maybe just touch the Hulk? Because she'd probably not contain that sort of
She couldn't
power.
contain that power. Like the who was it
But Wanda
who's
was touching, and it was that.
yeah, but Wanda is also the Scarlet Witch. Like Wanda's power level, I think, is very different.
I don't know. Something tells me that Kamala could have probably
Yeah.
like harnessed it somehow, like while
Oh,
shielding herself. And so I was thinking, why didn't she just do that? But she obviously bought into well, no, she didn't buy into it. She reluctantly touched Wanda's
yes.
hand, right? So,
Yes.
um, I don't know. Interesting stuff.
Hmm.
Fun ending. Um, the other kind of question, maybe I missed this, and this is also why I want to go back. Icarus
Yes.
did show up, was not zombified,
Correct.
and then we do not see him again.
Correct. Because
Where'd he go?
Icarus has been driven mad, basically. They call it out actually in the show.
Did they call
Uh,
it out? Okay, I
yeah,
missed it then.
it, he basically sees Zombie Captain Marvel, as this massive threat that he must defeat, and he can't defeat. So they are just locked in basically an eternal combat
Oh,
back and forth.
who said that? Was that Blade? Did Blade talk about that? And then I don't
Yes,
know where I missed it. Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Blade.
Oh, I
I can.
thought maybe that it was something where we would end up seeing Icarus come back, and maybe we will still. But
Mhm,
I just like, what the hell happened to that guy? Where'd he go?
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, and it's like
cool.
it's the mortal robot god or mortal robot being
Yeah,
versus the undead star,
yeah.
basically.
Because he's trying to protect the Earth, and but why not protect it from Wanda instead of
Well, because
well,
nobody else can. I'm not 100% sure that Wanda could control. like fully control Captain Marvel. And I think there would just be so much death and destruction that if Captain Marvel got loose, that I think it's just he sees it as his mission. He probably doesn't even know about the Queen of the Dead.
Hmm.
Like they have just been locked in combat.
Which is kind of cool. I can
Yeah.
appreciate that. I don't know unless it's something. Well, we got to do something with Miss Marvel again. So we got to, or with Carol Danvers. Like we got
Hmm.
to do something with her. So let's put Icarus on her, and then that covers that.
Yeah.
Once again, Captain Marvel
Is broken.
is yeah, like they made this character that they wish they wouldn't have. It seems like, she's
Yes.
just too powerful. So
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember in the I feel like they were mentioned in the What If episode that they were locked in combat as well. So I think some of it was just that had already been set up.
oh, well now I gotta watch that episode again. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
so
yeah, what else? You got any other thoughts? It kind of covered some of the questions I had.
not really question wise. I do want to call out like some of the really interesting, cool moments, but then I also want to talk about the one thing that I don't know that threw me off pacing wise was at the start of episode 3. That's when we caught up with Peter and Scott and T'Challa, and Peter basically narrates through getting rid of zombie Thanos real quickly.
That is a good point.
Like that part just, you know what? Just assume that people have kind of forgotten about the What If episode, or just say, yeah, T'Challa is fighting zombie Thanos back in Wakanda. There was no cure. We're headed out. Something like that. And it was supposed to be Chadwick Boseman narrating like the conflict and all of that jazz, but it had to then be Peter who was doing it for obvious reasons. And it just felt like a situation where they should have changed when they didn't, as compared to some of the other times when they have changed. And it's like, oh, just shouldn't have. Just let it play out. I don't care
Hmm.
if it's a little close to reality. Or in this case, I don't care that you had these plans. But it could also be that that was something that had been animated really early on.
Yeah,
So they were just like, we have the animation for it. Let's not waste the money.
right. I do agree that it shifted to those guys, and I kind of expected it to continue on a little longer, but then it shifted back.
Yes.
So yeah, but I guess you have to.
And then
I
we
mean,
didn't see him again until the fight at the very
yeah,
end.
but boy, was it worth it to see
Mhm.
Peter rip those heads off. I mean,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes,
best one
that
of the
was
best shots
great.
of the whole all four
Hmm.
episodes.
And Ant-Man. Was it Ant-Man getting cut in half, Tiny, or was it
Oh,
Wasp?
no, it was I think it was Hank Pym.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that just peeled apart. You can see
Hmm.
some spine, I think, in there.
Yep.
That was pretty great. I I really enjoyed when Red Guardian and Captain America,
Yeah.
or I guess one half of Captain America,
Yep.
were battling, and how he gets behind his own shield and he rolls,
Yes.
and also Red Guardian is expecting him to come from above, and he's down below, and that jump scare was there. It was I don't know. So that was
There were a lot of like as much as I say like I wanted more, they did a really good job with so many
oh yeah.
fun like superhero fighting moments, like the one they gave away in the trailer with Blade and Ghost.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a such a good fight.
Yeah.
Um Getting that Thor moment of him facing off against all the Asgardian zombies. It was too short, but it was awesome.
Yeah. Um,
And so that's my complaint is things were just too short. When they were there, they were super awesome.
yeah, I
So
know,
just
right?
give me more.
Just give them another like $5 million, and then they'd be able to
Mhm.
have another at least 10 minutes of good stuff like that. Um,
No, they would have to have a whole new episode because of being able to use like they couldn't drop it as a like one episode thing that I think they had wanted to just as like, hey, this is one solid thing because they have to split it up for Spider-Man. So so
oh,
Marvel can
oh,
do 30-minute episodes basically
yeah,
with Spider-Man in animation, hence the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and Spider-Man being in this, but they can't do like a a longer thing because that would infringe on the deal with Sony, who has the rights for the movies.
Oh, come on, Sony.
Yeah, come on,
Once
Sony,
again.
just sell it back,
Yeah.
please.
There was another fight scene that was, I mean, I did to cap off, pun intended, the fight scene with Red Guardian
Hmm.
and him. I loved how he just squished him and
Yes.
just backflopped, right? I'm trying to think of some of the other Thor's when he was zombified was great. That battle. I really liked how he just didn't talk, honestly. I like how he was
Hmm.
just silent and it made it very dark for him.
Yes.
So that was cool. Um
Yeah, the like the messing around with the events Endgame,
mhm.
Infinity War, I guess, really, since that's kind of when everything seems to have timed up with like Thanos showing up in Wakanda, things like that.
Yeah. I thought it was a really great use of what happened in Black Widow when oh God, I can't think of their mom's name. What's Yelena and
Um
um
M
Ye-
starts with an M, doesn't it?
Marlena?
Marlena, yeah, I believe.
Something like that. Anyways, how she was controlling they using her tech that she was working on with the pigs and
Hmm.
that and then she because I'm
Yeah,
like, how is she doing this with the zombies? Like I don't get what and it was that whole thing with
yeah,
they were doing to the Black Widows, right?
yeah.
And that
Melina.
tech. Melina, there we go. I thought that was great. It was such a creative way to bring and tie that back in.
Hmm.
Um, so
And then so many heartfelt deaths in there. Melina
oh,
sacrificing herself, Yelena sacrificing herself,
right.
Red Guardian eating zombie meat. That one,
Just
like that was perfect.
yeah, I know, right?
Like he still had his moment of heartfeltness, but it was like, also you're dumb.
Yeah,
We didn't question why there's this giant banquet going on.
it was yeah, and he just had too many fingers or something like that. It
Hmm.
was but Florence Pugh, her performance is great. I love
Oh, it's so
it. She
good.
does it. I don't know what it is about her voice. Uh it's so heartfelt when it needs to
Hmm.
be. And just the loss of her, of her mom
Hmm.
and then even Red Guardian, what David Harbour when
Hmm.
he's mourning the loss of now
Yeah.
two people in his family. So
Yep.
I don't know.
Technically,
That was good
Black
stuff.
Widow's still alive
Oh, that's right.
somewhere.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Have that come back
Hmm.
around.
Yeah. I was surprised since we had heard that there was going to be like that team up of Riri, Kate, and Kamala.
Hmm.
That I mean, it seemed to be implied at the end of this that Riri has made it, but I don't know how Kate would have made it. And so it was like, hey, team up, okay, going across the country and dead, all
Yeah.
within like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. Like, because she got like Riri got bit on the arm. I'm just thinking,
Hmm.
was there something? What would she have done to prevent any spread? Like, did she? I don't know.
Did she cut it
Her
off, or
suit? Yeah.
yeah, or did like the technology, kind of like with Shang-Chi
Yeah.
and
The
the
ring.
rings?
Yeah.
Yep.
The nanites, nanobites, nanotech. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe that did something for,
Nanobots.
yeah, some, whatever.
Yeah, but it is interesting. I mean, obviously, this Riri is before Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Riri. This, like, just putting together all the timelines
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
so fascinating. I also liked how the Nova Corps was just like the message got out to the Nova Corps, and they're like, "Ah, screw you! Your planet is condemned. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Grab your towels and deal with your own zombie problem."
Yeah. They're just like, we'll just contain this. We'll let it
Yep.
play out and
Hmm.
then we're good. We'll stand from back here and
Yep.
watch. Um, the, I'm also wondering with Riri, is that part of the Nord, like, is Kamala jumping in time somehow?
Mm.
But then Riri would have to somehow be also aware of that time jump to try and be warning her.
Yeah.
So, um,
That just seems like it was a time, like, I think we jump forward in time slightly, where Kamala has been sent back home by the Scarlet Witch somehow,
Yeah. It's
and Riri's just Riri ended up on the wrong side of the Valley of the Gods and was just like, nope, I can't head the direction we were heading, so I'm going to head back to where I know is safe.
oh. The other, I think the last thing for me that stood out, which I really, first of all, they brought Zemo back. I don't think it was
Yes,
voiced by the same
I
actor.
don't think so. A lot of
Um,
them are back, but not all of them.
but it was good. Like
Hmm.
it was very close. I loved that Zemo was kind of in charge of that ship, and I
The
loved,
raft.
yeah,
It's yeah, he's just piloting the raft around, which first off, that's awesome that it could be done,
yeah.
but
I love how like they're able to get away, and then they're in the ocean, and who else would be in the ocean but Namor, right? And
hmm
zombified Namor, and just how terrifying that
yes.
dude is and powerful. Yeah, that felt like as a really good horror feel to it. I thought him getting out of that containment area and then almost pushing Kamala and everybody else. I think I was like up against a wall, right? And he was,
Yeah. Well, the door for like that escape pod
yeah,
and the shield, and honestly, a very trash compactor, uh,
yeah, or
Star
Star Wars,
Wars
yeah.
type feel.
I don't know. That was cool. I really liked Namor. Zombified Namor is absolutely terrifying to me.
Yes. And that's where I go back to Zombie Thanos. I'm just like, I wanted more with Zombie Thanos because that should also have been terrifying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Like it
I
was teased so much at the end of the What If episode, and then we get it, and it's a narrated scene of dropping him into the vibranium smelting facility, mines, whatever, and now infinity energy is going out
like
everywhere.
yeah,
Which it is a cool idea to have Infinity Hulk. So it's just,
right.
there's just so many cool moments with it, and for 90% of it, it is so great. There's
Hmm.
just a few parts where it's just like, oh, that was a missed opportunity to turn it up to 11.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But anything else you want to add in with
No,
that?
I think I just was gonna say that it was unpredictable for me, which I
Yeah.
really appreciated. And I didn't see a lot coming, which I really like. I like it when the writers and creators are, and this is to go without saying, but when they're smarter than what my brain figures out or thinks it is, it doesn't take much. But like when it's something so, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like sometimes you can be like, oh, it could do this or they could do this. But oftentimes when I was watching this, it went in a direction that I did not anticipate and that I really liked.
Hmm.
And not they don't always do that. So
Yeah. And
kudos.
yeah, I wonder if that maybe is the slight difference for me and why it didn't land maybe quite as well for me. Again, it's one of those, I keep on saying that, but I like it. It just, but I've probably watched more zombie films than you have.
Yes, most likely.
How many have you watched?
28 Days Later,
Okay.
Legend,
Okay.
episode 1 and 2 of Walking Dead,
Okay.
and it was from the 1980s, and it was about a kid in high school that became a zombie. So
Okay.
I I used to rent it all the time with my friend Shane. It was awesome.
Yeah. So I've
Um,
watched a little bit
yeah,
more than you have. So I think that maybe a few of those beats felt a little touch more predictable to me,
the
which
Thriller
is
video. I've seen Michael Jackson's Thriller video at least 100 times. Does that count for anything?
Not much. I
What?
mean, just
I
generally
can
in
do the
life,
dance.
actually.
I can
Not,
do the dance.
all right. So the next video on 10 Minute Marvel is going to be
Yeah.
Craig doing the Thriller dance dressed up as zombie Captain America.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for Halloween, and I'll make a short out of it. Be great.
That would be
As long as you're the
awesome.
Red Guardian, and I got your Halloween costume. You're the Red Guardian. Okay,
Hmm.
you got the red beard. That's why I'm going with this. But I want you to have the Red Guardian suit and the helmet and everything, and then I want you to have a splattered Captain America on your back.
That would be awesome.
Right? I'm telling you,
Yep.
it's a little niche, but like there'll be somebody out there that's trick or treating with you and your kid, and they'll be like, "I get you." I get you, and I
Yes.
love your costume. And you'd be like, and just
Yes.
high five, and then you guys go get more candy with your
Yep.
kids.
Yes. No, that would be an amazing costume. I hope that there are some awesome cosplays and costumes that people do of Marvel Zombies
Yeah.
stuff now that this is out because yeah, I've seen some phenomenal Marvel cosplays at the board gaming convention that I go to. I sent you the picture a couple years ago of the person who was half black and white Wanda, half
Oh
Scarlet
yeah.
Witch,
Yeah.
just brilliantly done. So
Hmm.
some awesome Marvel zombies would be ideal.
Yes. Agreed.
But those are our thoughts. Obviously not our I'm sure we could talk more about the awesome superhero fighting super zombie moments.
Mm. Yep. Great stuff from Kamala Khan. I really like
Mm-hmm.
seeing her powers, by the way. That was
Yes.
she
Good use.
yes, that was those are the kind of things I was hoping they would also incorporate into whenever they do the second season of Ms. Marvel. But
Mm-hmm. Or that they could have incorporated better into the Marvels.
or yes, good point. Instead they had to do a dance.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, if I were to watch it again, I think I'd have some more items, but I think what we kind of covered were some pretty key moments
mm-hmm.
and important things. So
Yeah. And obviously, if as more comes out, I'm sure within the next month, probably by the end of October, we'll have an idea if they're going to do a season two
yeah.
or not. And I honestly really do hope they do a season two.
I don't think it was greenlit. There's just been talked about, right? That was
As
just,
Brad Winderbaum has talked about it, basically saying season two completely depends on how well this does.
huh? Well, Brian Andrews and Zeb Wells, I think they did it a pretty killer job, and I think they should get a
Mm-hmm.
season two. So,
Yes. And it's one of those things where Brad Winderbaum, I didn't stick this in the news, I really should have, was saying basically the plan is as long as they're doing numbers, we're just going to keep on doing a season of X-Men 97 every year and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man every year. So why not do a fall release of another 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies every year?
oh, right?
There's
Perfect.
yeah, especially like we had a lot of the characters in there, but
Mhm.
now that X-Men characters are being opened up, now that
Right?
the multiverse, like Wanda has infinity powers. Why not make her go to the multiverse for like an X-Men universe or something like that?
Yeah,
And let's see what happens there.
great. That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd like to
So,
have Loki maybe be
mhm.
the,
Ooh, Loki.
protagonist.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts. You can do that down in the comments section below here on the podcast. You can also vote on the Marvel Zombies poll that I put up on the posts tab on the YouTube channel. Greg, do you want to guess percentages for great, good, and haven't watched? Because
Oh,
there's no meh votes yet.
really?
Yes.
I'm gonna say,
There's 4 total votes. So I'll even give you the
oh,
so you can come up with their percentages.
then they said so 60, 30, 10.
There's
Am I missing
four
something?
total votes.
Well, I was thinking the percentage of people that went with the
Yes.
best.
So
Oh, okay. Another, you said there's no mid. Okay, it's a 20.
no, there's 4 total votes.
Right.
Yep. How do you get 20% out of 4?
What?
It's quarters,
20?
Greg. It's quarters. Can't have smaller than
I
25%.
no.
There's 4 votes.
Well, just tell me the answer then. I don't know what you're.
It's 50% great, 25% good, and 25% haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. I need to go to bed.
It's late. Greg has been out in the sun.
Oh, all day. All day.
Yes. So with Greg failing to do math, we'll wrap up. Um,
It's
Greg,
best for everybody.
yeah. Greg gave a few ways you could help support the podcast at the beginning, but we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/nerdologists. The funds go to help improve the quality of this podcast, as well as the Multi Equals YouTube channel, the 10 Minute Marvel YouTube channel, and the nerdologists.com website. But with that, we'll see you next time.
Brains. Bam.